Hello and welcome to the Indian Express Online. The National Museum of Natural History at Mandi House was gutted in a massive fire early on Tuesday morning. My colleague Sara Hafiz was at the spot. Sara, could you please tell us what is the cause of the fire and what is the extent of the damage caused?
The fire broke out at around 1:30 or 1:40 on Tuesday morning, and a call was made at around 1:48. The guards in the FICCI premises where the museum is housed, made the call to the fire services. Around 35 fire engines were pressed into service, and that means 200 personnel from across Delhi. Fire services termed it a massive fire initially, but after 4 hours of firefighting operations, it was brought down to medium, and there was this 3-hour long cooling off period. So this fire was massive indeed, and it's gutted the entire museum as far as authorities have estimated, and the cause is still unclear, and authorities are not willing to divulge what could have been the cause. They say that it's still uncertain and difficult to ascertain, and inquiry committee is looking into the causes.
Right, Sara, so what were the major attractions of this museum, and are any of these in a condition to be restored or retrieved?
This museum was set up in 1972, and the FICCI Building portion of it was rented out to the Ministry of Environment and Forests. So this museum is a part of the ministry's 34 museums in the city. It did house hundreds of valuable artifacts. Some of them were fossils of dinosaurs from India dating back to 3 million years. And there were these two stuffed vultures being extinct in the Delhi NCR. So there were these priceless museums, then there was this comes just about a month after a similar incident was reported in Kolkata, where the zoological department of the Kolkata Science College was gutted in a fire, and there was a similar loss of very, very rare and valuable specimens.
Right, so after the fire was contained and after the fire department has taken stock of the situation, was it found that the museum had all the necessary permissions, or were they lacking?
Look, it's not exactly the museum, but it's the larger FICCI premises that had fire safety measures in place, but the firefighters realized they weren't working and functioning. The water pumps seemed to be dysfunctional when they needed water, so most of them had to use water stored in the fire engines. And meanwhile, FICCI heads, the media FICCI head says that he had all fire equipment in place, and the FICCI building itself is a Government of India approved premises, so it's unlikely that any of the safety measures were not functioning. So this is two divergent claims that we are trying to establish.
Right, unfortunately it's quite likely that some of the priceless artifacts may be destroyed forever. But thank you, Sara, for telling us about the incident, and thank you so much for watching.